Hi, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. It is Taylor Bridges here with another review of Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 6, Silva-lized Truce. I'd really appreciate it if you would like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm here to give my opinion on the shows we like to watch. That's it. So any engagement, feedback, whatever, is just super cool with me, super good with me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So we leave off at the argument at Quick's street naming. Ashley says she's most disappointed in Arena because she turned up so quick. And yes, Sherelle, so Arena started the beef to begin with because she was being messy. But Sherelle started it with Arena at that particular event. But Arena did take it like super far for her behind to be kind of guilty. You know what I mean? Like, yes, the smoke Sherelle should have is ultimately for Joy. But Arena knew exactly what she was doing. So her poking Sherelle and then acting stupid as to why Sherelle is at least agitated with her is, I'm not ignoring that. Arena, you know you're being messy. You know why this lady is frustrated. Joy was hush mouth the entire time, and this was her argument. This has nothing to do with Arena. Sherelle comes back up to Ashley and Arena, you telling Sherelle that her friends don't like her means absolutely nothing. Ashley barely likes you, since she considers you a friend without the D. If we lined all of the women of this cast up and said each cast member has to vote for one person they like, I'd be willing to bet money that each cast member would have one vote each. So in my opinion, Arena, y'all are all equal on the likable scale as it pertains to each other. So whatever. Arena does apologize for getting in the middle of Sherelle and Joy's beef. And that's how idiotic Arena is. She almost got her behind whooped over somebody else's beef. Like Arena has nothing better to do. Arena has nothing better to offer. Like, she don't have anything else to talk about this season, but be like messy for no reason. Black and Sherelle, I think they do play it kind of well. They say Arena and Joy need to get the story straight and don't mention this mess again. And I can understand why they're like, y'all need to get your story straight, because Joy's saying one thing and Arena saying another thing from Sherelle's perspective, and here Arena and Sherelle's arguing and Joy's quiet, so it's not really, you can't really tell which way she's leaning. So it's like, well, what did y'all discuss? What did you discuss, Arena and Joy? I could see, that being Sherelle's perspective. It's like, it's messy. It's just messy. Ashley and Quick are speaking about what happened at the street naming event. And Ashley does show some reason and logic when she says that sometimes you have to let things go and move on. But why haven't you done that with Winter? It's like you show so much reason and maturity at times, but it's like, why don't you apply? Why does this girl get on your nerves so much? Because actually, your annoyance with her is actually taking energy out of you. I actually think it would take less energy out of Ashley if she got along with Winter. I think it requires less energy. I actually think it takes energy to get into it with Winter every time they link up. I think that takes way more energy, because Winter is like super nice, and at any moment now she's willing to just be like, okay, I'm done with it, we moving on. Like, so Ashley, you're carrying all of the energy in you. Like, it's just on your side. Like, Winter's any moment now, from what Winter has shown and verbalized, any moment now y'all can move forward and be cool. So I'm like, it's actually kind of easier for you to just get along with the girl. Like, it's just work. It's just work. You don't have to deal with her in real life. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. You attacked her first. Let's be clear. You came for her first. Like, you can't just get over it and just show up to work and get along with the coworkers and call it a day. Like, you really gonna put on an attitude every time you're gonna be in the same space as this person? That takes a lot of work. Like, think about that. All of us who work, like, I work in an office, I work in corporate. After a spat, I cannot imagine, like, if I were on a team with somebody, like, coming to work, like, after not even like a back and forth, coming to work with, like, genuine, like, every day, since I know I'm gonna see this person, I'm, like, already dousing myself in attitude and negativity and argumentativeness and, like, being bothered. Like, that's a lot of energy. Like, dude, like, it's like, I get to work really, I wake up at 4:45. Like, it's early. You know what I mean? You know how, like, that's like, it's like, dude, like, I'm still trying to wake up by the time I even get to the office. So I can't imagine having to work myself up to have the energy to dislike somebody that I know I'm about to work with. Like, you don't F with winter in real life. So stop acting like it's really that deep. It's really not that deep. And it's not even, like, entertainingly. It's like like the beef is not even entertaining anymore. It's old because it's about nothing. And y'all are like 40-year-old women. And you have enough logic for the whole Sherelle, Joy, Arena situation to say they need to let things go and move on, but you can't apply that to the most, to me, the lightest person on the cast. And Ashley Norquick has a leg to stand on when it comes to saying, you know, what the right place and right time is to address something. They have both failed terribly on camera. Because I was going to say they both failed terribly at that, but all I can speak about is what we've seen on camera. And on camera, we've seen it plenty of times where they do not know right place, right time, them doggone selves. Ashley, it don't matter where she is. If she wants to get off what she's going to say, she will do that. Hence, Sherelle's event in the parking lot. She don't care. And that was Sherelle's event. So, but that's how people do on these shows. That's how people do, period. You know, we cast the first stones, right? Like, we could do the exact same thing as somebody else, and we just give ourselves all kinds of grace and excuses, and somebody do the exact same thing. What they did at your event, Arena, you did that at Sherelle's event. You and Winter had a confrontation that got loud. And buck. And cause a scene. Same thing. And this was an important event for Sherelle. I think it's a themed event. It's like her business. She's like advertising it on the show. That was her first time debuting it. Like, that was a big moment for her. A huge deal to have that segment on her business. So, whatever, Arena. Like, you and Quick can act brand new all y'all want, but I see that's what they're doing this season. I'll bring that up a little later as well. Arena and Jamie throw a Western-themed party for Arena's mom's birthday. Little Jamie is there. Joy, they're at the party, Joy and Clifton. Joy says she's working on a baby. I highly doubt it. I mentioned this a couple reviews ago. I hope they're not going to make this a thing. I cannot. That's the laziest storyline for these shows, for these 40-year-old couples. It's the laziest storyline. Not to say, we know after 35, it's like a geriatric pregnancy phase. but pregnancy is not impossible. Yada, yada, yada. We know women can have kids until 80 nowadays. Fine. Joy does not probably... I don't know this lady. Joy wanting kids. Y'all, come on. I don't want to hear this as a storyline. It's not interesting. I don't even want to see them rolling around on the bed like they showed us when they first brought them into the scene and they showed us in their house. I don't even want to see that much. Like, I don't want to do this. I'm with Jamie and Raina. Don't blame your own mom living here as to why y'all aren't having sex in the bedroom. I thought Jamie looked so cute and nervous. He reminded me a lot of Lil Jamie. Like, they both get, like, I don't know. It's like when they're like in awkward positions, they just are so similar to me. It was adorable. Clearly, Raina is the more eclectic one in the relationship. She likes to poke fun and put things out there. I think she makes Jamie a little shy. I think that's cute. So I love black love. I love black families. And I do like this moment in their home. I think it's super intimate and I like it. I do. Raina looked stunning in that black and gold dress she wore in her confessional. Her glam, oh my gosh. Raina has the best glam. Ashley's is on point as well, like superb. I gotta give Raina some extra love though, because that's a woman in her, as much as I call her old all the time, she's on point. She stunning the young girls out with that glam. She's on point. She's beautiful. I wish I liked her more, because Raina is beautiful. And if she wasn't so like idiotically messy, she could be like whatever the grand dame version of DC is. Like, because she doesn't have to be a mean girl to be the leader. Like, look at Karen from Potomac. Like, you don't have to be the, you could just be like that. I don't want to say matronly, but that, that voice of reason, that fun, I don't know. I just feel like Raina could come totally different than what she's given so far. This ratty, messy behavior is just, I don't think it's becoming of her. She is beautiful. And I think she has the best glam on the show. Joy, Raina, and Ashley are chatting on the side at the Western themed party. Ashley says Quick isn't upset about the debacle the ladies had at his event, but Ashley tells Raina that she needs to walk away. And Ashley is absolutely correct, and Ashley needs to look in the mirror. Ashley needs to look in the mirror. Ashley, you need to walk away too. Why is Ashley I don't know, something about winter causes Ashley to lose all logic. That's telling how bothered she is. She loses her mind. She loses sense when it pertains to winter. Because Ashley has so much sense in every other aspect. She sees clearly. She is catching this Raina situation, and she hasn't even seen the things that we've seen on camera, like the Sherelle and Joy conversation, and and the conversation between Joy and Raina when Joy, was talking about it. Ashley hasn't even seen those clips yet. But she's on the show already catching Raina's behavior. That's how sad Raina is moving. But Ashley, you're logical enough to catch all of that, but you don't see at all what you could be doing differently or handling differently with this winter situation. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Joy, be quiet. Hush. Talking about Raina was delivering a message. According to you, that wasn't the message you sent. You didn't send, stop, what is Joy talking about? Why is no one seeing the disconnect? Joy told Raina some tea. Raina carried it back to Sherelle with a little bit of fluff. But Sherelle's mad at Raina. No, Joy's the one who said it. Joy should right now, her part of her storyline at now episode, what is it, 6? I think it's episode 6. Joy should be amid smoke. She should be going at it with Sherelle. Because Sherelle should be having all the smoke for Joy. And because Joy hates Black, she's going to defend herself violently. That's what should be going on right now. Arena should have meddled at all. So you know what? I actually don't even feel bad for... I never felt bad for Arena. But I'm also like, Sherelle shouldn't even be coming for Arena. But also, Arena's so annoying and shouldn't even have nothing to do with it. I get it. I guess Sherelle, like, you know what? You can get this smoke too. Since you think it's your business, you gonna get this smoke too. When Ashley points out that Joy didn't speak up, Joy says Ashley didn't speak up either. That's how delusional Joy is. You didn't speak up either. They were literally arguing over what you said. So yes, you were the one to speak up. This wasn't Ashley's issue. Ashley has no problem handling her smoke. When Ashley got some issue with somebody, Ashley handles her own. Trust. If this was Ashley's issue, she would be handling it. Joy, this is your issue. What is that? Like, how delusional is Joy? What is Joy? What are we missing here? Mind you, on camera, Joy is the one who started speaking on what went down between her and Black. She started with gossiping, telling her truth to Arena. Then getting in front of this man's wife, telling her truth in front of Arena and America and whoever else, millions of people. You started this, Joy. Oh my gosh. Arena, you want to keep doing this childish mess, saying that if Sherelle can't take what people are saying about her husband, then that's her issue. And I'm stamping that in my brain. That's Sherelle's issue, right? If she can't take what people are saying about her husband, that's her issue. So when people come for Jamie, you'll understand that's your issue. Don't make it anybody's issue. Don't expect to be stuck up for. No, that's y'all's issue. Because how are you, just like Ashley, how are you so clear on what's whose issue when it comes to husbands, but last season you heard, like, you first came for Winter, then she came Winter in her marriage, then she came for your marriage, and you've been going at her ever since. So why wasn't it just your issue when she said something about Jamie? Why wasn't it just your issue? If you can't handle what people say about Jamie, that's on you, right? According to what you said. I can't stand when people come on here high and mighty, forgetting what it's like to be human. Arena pretending like Sherelle is overacting for wanting to get to the bottom of who and what is being said about her husband is whack. First of all, we're on a reality show. This is a reality show. Yes, it's going to be addressed, period. That's how, like, they already know Black and Joy know each other. This was already information before filming started. Trust. This was going to have to be addressed. So, pretending like Sherelle is overacting for it's a part of her storyline to address because they're getting introduced into the group. Sherelle knows Ashley because of some reason I forgot. And otherwise, Joy was just going to be being weird around Sherelle and Black. Why are they being weird towards each other? Oh, Joy and Black used to be in the same band. What happened? It's natural. It is what it is. So Arena and whoever else can act as slow as y'all want. Sherelle isn't overreacting. She's on a show and she needs to address why you talking about my husband? Why you coming for him? Like, it's whack. And no, Arena, it's not Sherelle's problem. Arena is not the issue. Joy is. But Arena is instigating the situation. Then she's wondering why there's smoke left for her. You're involving yourself a lot. Her and y'all, Arena and Ashley are just being very hypocritical. Arena is not in the middle of this accident, accidentally. She placed herself there so she can catch all the amnesia she wants, but we saw it on TV. Arena is really embarrassing herself. To me, this is embarrassing. Like, this is honestly embarrassing. I'm glad that Joy told her that she doesn't need to speak on it. Like, stay out of it, okay? Like, Sherelle already came for your ass, for your behind, and Joy just told you not to speak on it. Stay out of it. Both parties have told you to stay out of it. Stay out of it. Get some business. Winter pulls up to meet with Ashley, who's intending to extend an olive branch. I'm like, I already knew this wasn't going to go very well. We know Ashley, we know Winter, at least from our TV screens. And I'm like, nah. Winter says she hopes Ashley is more level-headed since she's by herself. Ashley does perform. Pardon me. Ashley does perform when she has an audience. So I believe she'll be a lot more reasonable now that her and Winter are one-on-one. Especially since Arena's meddling, messy behind isn't present to offer nothing constructive or helpful. Good thing she's not there. So far, they're doing this ping pong blaming thing. You did this too. And so on. And I'm like Winter said, y'all can go back and forth on this all day. What is the goal here? Y'all are both friends with Sherelle and y'all are on a show. What's tea? Like, what's up? What are we doing? Like, it's really not that deep. And Ashley watched the show like we did. She saw the same thing. And Ashley has shown that she is logical. It's not that deep. This girl did not stab you in the back. Show up to work and work. What's the big deal? Doesn't Winter have like a son that may be close to Quick and Arena's sons? Quick and Ashley's? I don't know. It's a reach. I know Quick and Ashley have the 14-year-old Antonio, but I know Winter had like an older daughter. I don't remember how old that son is, but y'all are both parents. Something. It's other things to talk about. Remember they had like a little kumbaya at was it the couples trip? I don't know. Whatever trip that was at the end of the season, last season. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Ashley constantly wants to make it a point with people that they'll never be friends or super cool or whatever. And who cares? Who are you? You think Winter gives a care if you're her friend? It's like, Ashley, you're a mean girl by nature. Like, you can't help but be negative and attitudinal. Like, this much vitriol for Winter for what? We'll never be friends. We'll never be friends. I'm not coming here to be friends, to ever be cool again, we'll never swap phone numbers. Like, okay, and? So? Who cares? Grow up. That's not even, girl, we are co-workers. We're on the same show. Stop acting like we getting paid $20 an hour. You making this more difficult than what it is. We get paid a cute buck. But girl, it ain't that deep. Show up, let's get to it. Like, what's up? Hey, it's not that deep. You're so bothered, Ashley. All this attitude for this girl for what? Y'all are not friends. Yes, that's the point. That's the point. Ooh, I'm glad Winter stands up for herself and doesn't back down from Ashley, because Ashley thinks she can bully Winter. And because Winter handles Ashley with grace and class. She handles all of them, even when they ganging up on her. And I think that gets under Ashley's skin. Ashley wants Winter to be like so intimidated. I believe that Ashley wants Winter to be so intimidated that she's like pressed for their friendship and acceptance. And to an extent, Winter, I'm not even gonna say she is. I think Winter just honestly wants to keep her job. And if she keeps beefing nonstop over ish that she doesn't really care about, like it's not that deep for Winter. So why mess up your bag over some stuff that's not deep? Like, can we just move on? Like, it's like, but if you want to get into it and have a conversation about it, then I'm not about to like just let you get off scot-free. I'm going to defend myself. But ultimately, like, I really don't care. Like, we can really call a truce right here and now and be done. That's what I perceive Winter's stance to be. Name one thing Ashley has been accountable for as it pertains to her and Winter. One thing. Like, does Ashley think that Winter has just sat there and done everything horrible to her? That the only person that's done something between Ashley and Winter is Winter? Does Ashley genuinely believe that she has nothing she can be accountable for? Nothing? Even being difficult when Winter is asking all, you know, who all is going to be there. Like, being unnecessarily difficult because you just like being a mean girl, Ashley. You want full control over the situation. She knows that Winter is smart and is always prepared. So I think that Ashley figured the less information that Winter had, the easier it is to catch her off guard and potentially embarrass her or try to catch her in a lie or something like that. Because Ashley has definitely asked who's going to be there before an event this season. Because specifically with Winter in mind. So she's definitely asked, who all going to be there? It's a very normal question. Oh, who's going to be there? It's going to be who I invite? Who I invite? Like, girl, stop it. You just ready to pop off with this girl. Calm down. But that's how Ashley rolls on this show. Ashley would do anything under the sun, but when the other person does the exact same thing, Ashley puts them under a magnifying glass and just doesn't let up. And I do not like that trait in people. Arena is meeting with her wig designer to do a collab on a wig launch. Arena's glam is up to par. This is I don't know many times I've mentioned this, but her glam is up to par. So it's a reasonable venture for her to get into and for us to get behind. Like, it's not hard to support this because Arena's always been on point since she's been on our screens. Joy pulls up to support. I don't know what she's wearing. Her fashion is always given leisure. Joy is always dressed like she has nowhere to go or nothing to do during the day. That's how she's been dressing like that since Ready to Love. She has always been super casual. I don't know, maybe she's just like tomboyish. But she did look cute in those wigs. I'd like to see her one of those, like laid really well. That'd be really cute. Joy is hesitant to have a wedding since her dad won't be able to walk her down the aisle. She did mention on Ready to Love even. She's a daddy's girl. Her dad raised her. Pardon me. I keep yawning. My heater is at my feet. And when I'm like warm and cozy, I just like yawn. That's all. I'm just like cozy because I'm all warm. Her dad raised her. I think that's a reasonable emotion to feel. I think Clifton will also understand and empathize with her though. Like, he's so far he's shown up to be a pretty reasonable dude, and he seems like protective of Joy. He has no issue standing up for her. He catches all the shade coming her way. He got her back. So I don't see that being an issue. And I hope they end up having the wedding that suits both of their expectations. But I think Clifton gonna ultimately do whatever Joy wants. I think he really loves her. And Joy is no pushover. She definitely strikes me as somebody who's not doing something if she does not want to do it. Period. So that's that. All of the husbands are together at the batting cages. I'm like, finally. I love when the husbands of the shows get together. That's why Real Housewives of New Jersey is so lit. Like, the husbands show up on that show and they add to the chaos. Atlanta also had a nice run with the husbands participating back when the OGs were casted. But we have Quick, Jamie, Clifton, and Black all present. I will say that Chris Samuels would fit nice in this, I think, room. I think he'd be a good voice of reason for these guys. This is a thought I had. Clifton told, because I was like, okay, it's only 4 guys in like Real Housewives in New Jersey. There's like hella dudes, hella men, hella husbands. So I was like, who would we add? I was like, dang, easy Chris. He was on the show already, and I think he would definitely flow with these gents really well. He did last season. So Clifton told Quick he doesn't know who Black is, and I'm with Quick, stop capping. Clifton and Joy love the mess, and as passionately as Joy hates Black, I'm absolutely sure he came up at some point. So we don't believe you, Clifton. Jamie is doing great at batting. He shares that he played baseball extensively growing up, and I did love this little tidbit. We are getting to know Jamie this season, and this is the type of getting to know I like to do with cast members. I don't know how, but I'm liking Arena less and less, and Jamie more and more. Like, Jamie's showing up to work, and he's actually adding something to the season. Even if it's like he's adding controversy, he's adding redemption, he has these redeeming charismatic qualities, but he's still in these heated debates. I think he's clocking in. Arena's added nothing thus far. Literally, she's been annoying and minding other people's business. When the gentlemen all finish up, Clifton and Black finally get introduced to each other as if they didn't know exactly who the other person was. Black says that there are rooms in which he's being talked about, and he hasn't been able to address anything. And he's absolutely right. All this he say, she say about this lady's husband is ridiculous, especially because if the group were gossiping about Jamie, Arena would throw a fit. If it was a storyline for the women to be gossiping about Jamie, how you saw how she reacted to last season when Winter was talking to Monique about Jamie. Like, if it was a thing where multiple women are talking about this man, she would throw a whole fit. We have to be mindful of how we treat people. Like, the tables will turn. We always end up needing the very grace, support, honesty that we deprive somebody else of when we put ourselves on this pedestal. Arena needs to be careful how she's conducting herself amid all this mess. Like, she really needs to be careful. She's being careless with her energy. She's being careless, just careless. And I believe Arena has enough wisdom to know better. You don't just go around just treating people like that just for the heck of it. You don't go around just doing, like, look, what is Arena doing? This isn't even sophisticated mess. Have some grace, some class. Like, what are you doing up here starting mess, instigating to this woman's husband? Black says Joy has a problem with the decision he made. He says they lost members of the group and the manager before going on tour. The brunt of the responsibilities of managing the group plus being the lead was a bit much on Black's plate, so he had the former drummer come in and help him with business affairs, probably some administrative work, all those things. Since the drummer was already working back in the fold, she wanted to rejoin the band. Other members of the band were not thrilled, so Black gave the group an ultimatum. Either we keep the drummer /admin, or Black, he said, I have to leave the group. Clifton says he knows it's deeper than that. And I'm thinking, no, you believe the version your wife told you. And that's fine. But you can't confront Black as if you just really know the truth for real. You can only defend your wife and her take on it. But this is getting old, discussing this whole what happened without the two people involved in the story not being present simultaneously to address each other, because it's just too many versions going along. There's Joy's version, there's Black's version, there's Clifton's version of Joy's version, then there's Sherelle's version of Black's version, and then there's parents who know the story and who friends, all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too many versions out there, and this is ridiculous. I don't want to keep talking about this without both of them present. Black is saying Clifton is being fed wrong information, and I'm like, that's not necessarily true. This is a case of he said, she said, and each person's spouse believe in their version, which is totally fine. Like, we have a general idea of what has happened at this point. The stories match up more than not. Black and Joy stories match up more than not. It boils down to intention and execution. I think that's where they disagree. But until we have both Black and Joy in the same room, we won't know what happened. We won't even at least get a feel for what happened. But I do wholly agree with Clifton saying that he doesn't like when people pretend they don't know what the problem is. That is super annoying. Like, but Clifton, you did that to the kid at the Ready to Love reunion. You let Joy be a mean girl to the kid. Fine, they're grown, but you sat back while Joy was being a mean girl, attempting to make the kid look stupid when we viewers saw you you were leading the kid on. So, and at the reunion, you wanted to play stupid, like you didn't know what was going on. You were just as quiet as Joy has been amid the Arena Sherelle beef. Ooh, y'all are a match, I tell you. But yes, Black playing stupid, like all is well, and that he has no earthly idea why Joy isn't feeling him at all. It's idiotic. Like, don't play on our intelligence. Even if you don't believe you've done anything wrong or foul in the situation to Joy, you have a clue as to some reason why she's not feeling you. I don't like people who just play like they have no idea. That's not true. More often than not, that's not true. You don't have just no clue whether you agree with it or not. He does say he doesn't have a problem with Joy and that Joy has a problem with him. And I do think that's fair, because clearly Joy feels more slighted than him, which is why he's cool with moving forward. And Joy is more stuck in the past. Clearly, she got the short end of the stick, because she is heated about it. She has not let it go at all. And Black is like, I don't have a problem with this girl at all. But you see how Clifton can be cordial with Black since the beef isn't his? Sherelle is trying to do the same thing, but Joy won't allow it. She's giving Sherelle a lot of energy. And it's 1 minute. 1 minute's because she's married to Black and she hates Black. The next minute is because her friend was with Black and Sherelle was a side chick. Like, Joy doesn't really know why she doesn't like Sherelle, which makes sense because Sherelle hasn't done anything to her so far from what they've said. And Joy just like having an attitude. They show us Joy performing, and this is my first time seeing her perform. I couldn't hear her vocals. I don't know what the sound was doing. I couldn't hear her vocals that well to know if I liked the music or not, but Joy has made a career out of singing, so clearly she must be talented of some sort, and none of the cast members shaded her at the performance, so I'll have every reason to believe Joy sounds amazing. Pardon me, at her concert. So good for her. Leave the singing and the studio sessions and stuff to Joy. Please, winner. You do the relationship stuff. Joy says she wants all the ladies to just dead what the issues are. And Joy has amnesia. Since you started your beef with Sherelle. So you got to be doing all the dead, for, at least as it pertains to your beef. You started that beef, and other than that, the only person who's actually violated you is Arena. She put a little stank and carried your message being messy. So that's who you would be squashing stuff with. So stop it. The women are finally all together. Why is Alicia there? Are they intending to make her a real friend of the show? Ashley really thinks she's the head chick in charge. She's not quite there yet to me, though. She has potential. But she's not there yet. She does look cute though. But she's not a good mediator for this group. Especially when she's not even able to admit her own faults. Like, of course, Joy is dressed like she's just rolled out of bed. What do we expect? Sherelle has too much going on. She had too much going on, but she did speak to, like, as far as the hair, the clothes, it was just too much. It was just too much. Sherelle is already she's not a petite woman. Like, she's like tall, just like voluptuous. Like, Sherelle gives clown. It gives clown. And Sherelle is a pretty woman, and she can do better. It's just too much happening. I don't know if Sherelle, maybe she doesn't have a day job, and so she has a lot of time to just experiment with all these colors and all kinds of stuff. Maybe she's bored. I do not know. But Sherelle has too much time and too much crafts sitting around at home. Like, it's always too much going on with her. But she did speak to Joy. Joy kept it curt and dry. And I'm like, I thought after their conversation, their one-on-one, that they were at least cordial. You the one that just said that everybody need to just let it go and move forward. Are we all watching the same thing? Joy is delusional. Finally, they're about to start addressing each other. But the oldest in the room starts off with, why is Winter here? And I'm like, I'm glad she thinks this behavior is cute. But it's very unbecoming of what's supposed to be a seasoned, mature woman. Like, Arena's a 50-year-old follower. It's really sad. I'm glad she thought it was cute, though. But that's where we leave off. That's the episode. It was a good episode. Of course, we're looking forward to the next episode where they finally get into it. Will they resolve something? Y'all, it's going to get old if they're going to be doing this. Seriously. Like, I understand how Winter can be annoying and get under your skin, but it's really not that deep. Y'all, they're coming to work. They don't deal with Winter in the real life. Get over it. Like, this is old. They ain't got no storylines. That's what it's giving. That's why they desperately brought on their 14-year-old son when they shouldn't, I don't believe, should be putting kids on the screen like that, especially something like that, because people are cruel. Like, they're just grasping at all these. That's why they're just deciding to just gang up on Winter. Winter has done no more to them than they've done, and they are two people, so it's double the attack. And they got husbands, quadruple the attack. Winter's been handling everybody on her own. Like, and they're just such victims. So it's getting old. So I'm hoping that next episode they come to some sort of reconciliation or something, because we're not finished. I can't finish out the season with them. This is pointless. It means nothing. Like, it's not that deep, and it takes, like I said, it takes too much energy to project that much vitriol for somebody, for a coworker. So thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you for the next video. All right, bye.